Hey, what's up everybody? It's MeleeDamage15 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going over some news on 2.6 from the 7 Days to Die forums. We've got some exciting news to cover, so let's get into it. There are a ton of people asking about when 2.6 is coming out, and of course the status on 3.0. On X, the Fun Pips have gone totally silent, which is disappointing because they were on a great trend of listening and responding to the fan base throughout these quote-unquote survival revival updates. The only person that has been responding consistently to a plethora of questions from fans has been this guy right here, Fatal. I'm sure you've heard of him from some of my other videos as well as other content creators, but if you don't know, Fatal is one of the FunPimp staff members and actually leads a portion of the team and works on specific parts of the game. Now, the answer to when 2.6 is coming out is soon. Now I know that is a very FunPip answer, but let me show you some of the things that Fatal have said recently that give me some hope that it will actually come out soon. On February 6th, someone asked about the 2.6 experimental, and Fatal said that they were merging changes over into 2.6 and testing builds for bugs. He then responded to another person asking the same thing, and said that there have been dozens of changes that have been merged over and there are probably a few more being added. Then it takes several days of testing and fixing of any issues to make sure that the experimental launch doesn't have crazy bugs. Fast forward to February 10th, he was asked about how the merging was going. He said that the merging was done, but that bugs were still being fixed, and that he currently just fixed a terrain missing near water bug, which was from 2.5. Then on February 11th, he said that 2.6 had a few nasty dew collector bugs from the merge, but that they are now fixed, so 2.6 is near the end of testing. Then just a few days ago, on February 18th, Fatal said that another bug fix was being moved to 2.6 that day, which means issues were found during testing, which need to be fixed, and then tested in another build of 2.6. Then, as of February 19th, Fatal said that 2.6 localization was updated, which is something they were waiting on before launching the update. As of February 20th, Fatal stated that they have been in the testing phase for the past week, which is the last step before finalization and launch. There were issues found that are being fixed, and 3 more went in that day, and they are back to testing to see if any other issues arise. Now, I know that sounds bad and like they are starting at phase 1 again, but here's something crucial that he stated next. Most of the team and I are working on 3.0, so personally I have limited info on when and what bugs testers are finding in 2.6. Production only pushes those bugs my way if they are in areas I work in or there is some programming roadblock, else it goes directly to the relevant developer. In the most recent 2.6 news, Fatal said, 2.6 update. We are making a couple more changes, then another build, and more testing. Since we are making more changes, I had them merge over 2 fixes I made last week, which did not make those builds. Fixed sleepers had too short of a kill off timeout, and fixed small animals being tossed long distances from large ragdoll forces. So we went from Fatal being closely working on 2.6 near the beginning of February, to now saying that most of the team is working on 3.0 now, and essentially the bug testers are the ones checking 2.6 before launch. If they are at the point where most of the team has moved on to 3.0 and are only involved when a bug is pushed back to them, then that means they are completely done with adding content to 2.6 and it is now polishing and making sure there are no large bugs. So in my opinion, 2.6 experimental is coming real soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came out within the next few weeks. Now obviously this is just my speculation, but I am optimistic in the fact that they feel confident enough to move on to working to 3.0. If you want to see more 7 Days to Die content, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I make 7 Days to Die Let's Play and tutorial videos, as well as update videos like these to keep you all up to date on the things coming to the game. Now, what is being added to 2.6? 2.6 is mainly going to be a bug fixing update, but there are small additions and changes being implemented into the update as well. The following changes are in no means all the changes that are coming. That will come in the changelog when 2.6 is officially announced and experimental has a date. The first major bug fix is the stuttering within large cities, during horde nights, and especially while driving. I know I have mentioned this multiple times in my videos, and I know so many others have had issues with this after 2.5 came out, and not only on consoles. Fatal said that the stutter fix was committed by the programmer who does the third-person camera, so it seems like something with the third-person camera was the culprit in the stutter issues, but that is being fixed in 2.6. He then talks about how some districts were being isolated due to tiles creating random shapes, which is what made POI variety in random worlds. In order to fix the isolation issues, he is saying that some POI variety will have to be sacrificed. However, in this next post, a few weeks later by Schwanz9000, who was also a tech on the game, he said that he fixed a lot of those cap tiles, which should actually add more variety specifically to the big factories in the industrial areas of larger cities. So definitely good news there. Schwanz also talked about a bug that was happening when putting points into any of the armor skills, you would have a very low chance of getting legendary parts, which it should have been the opposite. He quickly made sure that was changed and pushed to 2.6. The chicken coop is not coming to 2.6, but bears are being made smaller to fit into 1 meter wide spaces, aka doors. You heard that right. Bears will now be 15% smaller in 2.6, so they will now fit through 1x2 spaces, aka doors. Definitely give yourself a hatch to make sure you're a bit more protected when fighting bears. And the last bug fix so far is adding a 24-hour in-game delay to sleepers being timed out and killed to make sure that if you are taking a long time on a quest, the rest of the zombies don't just die and then you complete the quest. Definitely a welcome addition and change to the game. Here are some future updates for 3.0 and beyond that we know about so far. Obviously we know bandits are coming, but it is cool to hear from Roland about how bandits and zombies will be in some POIs together, and there will be interactions where zombies and bandits will fight, which will add a change to your normal POI interactions. Another is a small bug fix to vehicles when using a supercharger. Right now it doesn't show the speed being updated even though it actually does still work. Just a visual bug that will eventually be updated. Version numbers are also being changed. The Fun Pimps are working on smaller and quicker updates, but they will be changing their focus to less .x and more X.0 versions. Does this mean we are going past 4.0? Something to think about for sure. Fatal also talks about how we will get future quests, which we already heard about, but he also mentions more types of quest givers, aka traders. New traders possibly coming. There will be a sandbox option to toggle show hits, meaning you will be able to see how much damage your attacks do. This is interesting as I assume this means we will also get health bars for zombies like in other mods, as just seeing damage numbers doesn't make sense unless they do both. We'll have to see when that's added in the future. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. What do you think about the updates coming so far? Any that really excite you? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.